I know some of you planned recreational activities like picnic, shopping and dining out with your friends, relatives and family members during this vacation time. But COVID-19 spoiled everything. We shall overcome this situation also. Now come to the point. These recreational activities directly or indirectly related with our tertiary sector. Now look at the graph. This graph shows the production of goods and services in the three sectors. This is shown for 2 years, 1973 and 2003. You can see how the total production has grown over the 30 years. In 1973, the GDP of India was only 30,000 crores. But in 2003, it was 2,10,000 crores. This graph presents percentage share of the three sectors in GDP. Now, you can directly see the changing importance of the sectors over the 30 years. The graph shows that share of agriculture decreased substantially and that of industry remained static and share of services grew. Particularly, the growth of share of services sector was phenomenal from 35% to 55%. What are the main reasons behind the rising importance of tertiary sector? Rising importance of tertiary sector. Over 30 years between 1973 and 2003, while production in all the three sectors has increased, it has increased the most in the tertiary sector. As a result, in the year 2003, the tertiary sector has emerged as the largest producing sector in India, replacing the primary sector. Now look at the slide. The main reasons for rising importance of tertiary sector. First one, it is related with basic services. Development of agriculture and industry leads to the development of service sector. Then, as income level rises, certain people demand more services. Then, certain new services like IT and communication technology have become important and essential. So first point, it is related with basic services. In any country, several services such as hospitals, educational institutions, post and telegraph services, police stations, courts, village administrative offices, municipal corporations, defense, transport, banks, insurance companies, etc. are required. These can be considered as the basic service. In a developing country, the government has to take responsibility for the provision of these basic services. The development of agriculture and industry leads to the development of services such as transport, trade, storage, etc. Greater the development of the primary and secondary sector, more would be the demand for such services. As income level rises, certain people demand more services like eating out, tourism, shopping, private hospitals, private schools, professional training, etc. Then fourth one, certain new services like IT and communication technology have become important and essential. The production of these services has been rising rapidly. Where are most of the people employed and why? The primary sector employs the largest number of people in India. Why didn't a similar shift out of primary sector happen in case of employment? It is only because not enough jobs were created in the secondary and tertiary sectors. This graph shows the share of employment in the three sectors in 1973 and 2000. The primary sector continues to be the largest employer even in the year 2000. So what are the observations from the graphs? Majority of the people are still employed in agricultural activities, as agriculture provides seasonal employment during cropping season, so chances of hidden employment are big. Moreover, as history suggests, a developed nation's dependency shift from primary sector towards tertiary sector in all aspects of economic development. So it can be said that India is still way behind because majority still depend on agriculture. Then secondary and tertiary sector have failed to generate enough employment opportunities, making a pressure on primary sector. Although educated and skilled workforce do get employed in secondary and tertiary sector, but for unskilled and semi-skilled workers, there is still shortage of employment avenues.